Hey, we're having a couple of beers at the bar. Oh, look out! Hey! I saw Tommy in the gutter with a drink in his hand and a girl on his shoulder. Hey, you look like a whore to me. So bend over and I'll eat your puss bag. Go ahead, TommyNC, bend over for me. Hey, what you do to my mother? Nah, just kidding. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Tommy, you gonna have a drink over here? You wanna have a drink, Tommy?
I don't really have anything to drink with me right now.
What are you talking about? There's a whole bar behind us.
It's nice. I'd probably have me, if I was drinking, I probably would have a Coke and rum.
A rum and Coke usually is how it's said, but Coke and rum works too. Same thing. It's the same thing. Who cares? Actually, Tommy, you know, that might actually be what I would have as well. Can somebody pour us a rum and Coke? Somebody? Or a Coke and rum? Can somebody please pour us? Hold on. We got somebody here, Tommy. We got somebody here who can pour us a Coke and rum, everybody. There he is. Look at that. Oh, look at them. Whoa. Look at that. Can you believe that, Tommy? He really made that.
He made the wrong drink. He made...
Yeah, he made some kind of martini, the stupid idiot.
Yeah, a martini. Can I have me another martini?
Yeah, that is a martini. Look at that.
I can't remember what movie that's from, what show that's from. You got another martini, please.
Well, he's a cartoon in Martini and Martuni, so that's what I'm getting at with it. But for all we know, he just served us his own cum. So
you didn't even put an olive in there, dude.
I know.
Like
what a piece of shit. This guy sucks. This guy sucks.
You have to have the little. You have to have the little stick through it. You know, a little toothpick through the olive. You know, because then you have that. You know, I see in movies all the time. I've never had a martini actually.
Yeah.
I've never had a raw martini.
You know, yeah. There's something about it. You know what happens to me though is I start like craving olives. Like, you know how they put one in there? I want like 12 in there. Yeah, I want 12 olives in that bastard. Give me 12 olives in there. So we're sitting here, we're at the bar. You know, we're talking about our podcast, which is Honestly Podcast. We've been doing it for four or 5 years now, the Honestly Podcast, and now it's only available on Patreon. But we're giving people a little live stream here, and I think that it's important that we plug it, and we plug TommyNC2010, and now we got to plug Leah because she come down the stairs and looking at me. I'm live right now. What's up? You want to be on the show?
Next thing we hear a bottle of Jack Daniels smack into Joe's head, and she runs back upstairs.
Right. Okay.
Meanwhile, Joe's drenched in alcohol and he has a concussion now.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, Leah's telling me about her dad's coming over to fix a bunch of shit because the electrical problems and all the other, not really problems, just little tiny things that need to be done. The faucet exploded the other day in the kitchen, but we have a new faucet, so we're going to put a new one in.
I don't mean to have a dig. Joe's like Tim the Toolman Taylor. Everything he fixed breaks, so now Leah has to call her father now.
Well, that's Leah's fault. I'd fix it, but Leah doesn't believe. She thinks I'm an idiot, so I just do whatever she says. Yeah, I'm not going to do the electrical, Tommy. You think I'm an electrician? Well, Leah's yelling at you. The porch is a two-man job, and that nobody should be doing the electrical work that her dad is going to do, but an electrician.
And the faucet he offered to do because he's going to be...
Oh, yeah, and he offered to do the faucet. But yeah, the faucet's not bad. That's easy to do. You screw the faucet on, you know. We can
Personally,
do the
I think it'd be funny to see you get electrocuted, Joe, and thrown towards the wall.
Yeah, it'd be funny if I got electrocuted and died. I mean, I do agree with
that.
No,
not die. I mean, just get shocked and get thrown backwards, and then you're just
there's like a 60% chance I'm dead if I get electrocuted. By the way, Knuckle, thank you for resubbing to me on Twitch just now. 18 months in a row on Twitch.
To be surprising, there's been some people that have been electrocuted and they haven't died. They've been hit with some of the most powerful voltage.
Yeah.
And those people are lucky.
Yeah, you know, I got electrocuted once. I was plugging in my amplifier in a guy's garage, and I put my finger on the prongs by accident. Like, I stuck my finger in too far. And dude,
that's what she said.
Yeah, my whole arm felt like it was being like just choked to death and numbed up. It was just crazy. I've never felt anything like that in my life. It felt like my whole arm was useless, but I couldn't take it off of the plug. So it went so numb when I was shocked that I couldn't pull it off the plug. So when I touched the plug, not only did I get electrocuted, but I didn't take my hand away like, ow. It went like completely dead to the point where basically what happened was I dropped the plug eventually in my hand, and that caused the pain to go, or the sensation to go away. I'm convinced that if it was in the regular house, I might have been more hurt. But because this garage got shitty fucking electrical, you know, like not enough amperage or whatever you want to say is getting to the garage because it was the secondary, that's probably why I didn't really like get fucking tooled, you know?
What else we got?
But I'm not an electrician. Oh, here comes a donation.
That's it.
Look at that, we got a donation.
Look at this stuff.
I didn't expect to get those.
A little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
Joe, would you let me date Leah on the side? Just asking.
You know, I don't think something tells me she wouldn't date you. That's the problem. I mean, sure, go. Maybe I would. I'm not really a cuck though. I'd probably say yes on this stream, but then if you showed up at the house, I'd probably beat you senseless with a fucking 2x4 until the back of your head looked just like the front of your head, which is retarded. Casey is raw. Thank you very much for that donation, man. And by the way, Tommy, do you think that Casey is raw should date Leah?
No, I think that she's your wife, and I think that he's stepping over the line saying that.
Do you think? What do you think? I think I should kick his ass for that. What he just said.
You know, if you saw him in person, you probably could kick his ass or have a few words with him.
You think I should kick Casey's Raw's ass though? Like, just go find him and just get him.
Possibly.
Really? Okay. Tommy thinks I might do it. If Tommy tells me to do it, I might do it. You know, I almost take it as a challenge. Like,
well, really, you can't travel anywhere right now because of you know, this whole the Corona thing. So you know, travel is not you're not able to travel anywhere right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. But you know what though? I think I could. You know, like I feel like they're kind of like wearing down on this whole thing, and they're gonna be sorry for it probably. But you know, it seems like they're wearing down on the restrictions. Plus,
you know what I think is interesting about being in a bar, an actual bar, is when you are sitting there on one of the stools and like you're talking, you're drinking, and you're just trying to do that classic thing where you just sit at the bar and you hunch over the bar and you just sipping your whiskey or whatever you're drinking. Yeah. And then people try to talk to you, and then like the music, if there's a band or something like that, you're like, so what do you think about this? What do you think about the weather? And I'm just like, yeah, interesting. The weather, yeah, cool. I'm drinking.
Oh, like you don't like the small talk?
I like doing it, but there's like some people that come to bars to just to drown their sorrows.
Right.
And that's why they do that. They're depressed. They went to the bar.
What you just said wasn't that bad. Like someone being like, hey, how do you think of the weather? Now, drowning your sorrows, like what I'm more concerned about is the guy that goes, hey, how you doing? And you're like, oh, hey, what's up, man? Yeah, 50 years. And you go, what? I'm sorry, 50 years? What are you talking about? 50 years. I paid for everything. Now she decides, I'm just going to leave him. And then you're like, oh, no. Oh, here we go. And then the guy's like, she would yell at me about the car. She would yell at me about my shoes. Fucking everything. Like I'm some kind of asshole. Do I look like an asshole to you? No, sir, you don't. I'm just trying to have a beer here. You look fine to me. Yeah, that's what I thought. And you're like, oh, fucking get the fuck away from me. Now
the angry drunk.
Well, even if they're not angry, just the, whatever. Like, then they start rattling off, like, everything 30 years, and they just keep going on. But what you just said was, like, how's the weather? That sounds to me like you just don't like small talk. That's more small talk.
That's where you do the classic toast, and like you say, you just give them a toast, and then you just walk away. And now if they follow you, you have every right to punch them in the face. And they 30 years, and you're just like, you know what? Bam! This little pop in the head.
Oh,
It's just like, back the fuck off, and that's when you walk off.
Wait a minute. You're telling me, what the fuck, Tommy? Wait a minute. You're telling me that you would assault the guy for talking to you?
No. I'm like once it hits the limit, and you give him that toast is like, fuck you. It's like, guy's been rambling, kind of bothering your peace. And once you give him that toast, you lift your beer up, you nod your beer to him, and you like, have a nice day, and you walk away, and he starts messing with you. That's where you have a right to either one, punch him or put your finger in his face and be like, dude, I said goodbye. I gave you the toast, okay? I gave you the sign. Goodbye. I don't want to talk to you.
Oh my God, man. Yeah, but you are sort of saying that you would like physically assault the guy if he didn't get the hell away from you.
I mean, well, no, just in some situations, that has happened in bars where people are like, they give that nod, that little nod with the beer in their hand, and that means goodbye or fuck you. Like a nod, if you give somebody a particular nod, like or something like that, it means this means fuck off, leave me alone. This nod goes,
wow.
There's all sorts of nods,
There was I was at a bar once when I was single and whatever. And I remember this guy was doing what you were just saying and what I was just saying, and he was just but he was starting to yell at me. And finally I just said to him, I go, "Hey man, like I'm not your ex. Like I don't know why you're yelling at me. I'm just trying to have a beer, bro." And he was like, "Oh yeah, you think I'm an asshole?" And I'm like, "Nah, bro, I just want to drink my beer, man. It's all good. She's probably a bitch, fuck her. You're a good guy. Have a beer, it'll be all good." And he kept going. He starts it up again. Like, yeah, but that's fine, but you didn't have to be a dickhead like that. And I wasn't either. I was like actually like
no.
And
in his mind, when he's drinking, it's like his emotions are like, ugh.
Yeah, it's true. But like even like Clambake said, if you don't want to talk to people, don't go to a bar because it is a social place. So you got to expect this type of stuff. So again, I brush him off again. Like, yeah, man, that's bullshit. Yeah, that's some women will do that. People will do that shit. Let me buy you a drink. I buy the guy a drink, and then he still goes. He's still going, and then eventually he's like, yeah, and I know what you're thinking. You just look down on me. You look down on everything about me. That's what you would fucking do. And I'm like, all right, dude. Like, I'm not looking down on you.
Dude.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, what are you, a fucking lawyer or something? And I'm like, and he's just going on. Finally, he's like getting in my face and spitting and like kind of bumping into me. And I'm like, dude, listen, if you don't fucking stop that, I'm going to fucking beat the shit out of you like your wife. And then he starts being like, all right, yeah, he is a tough little guy. So eventually, dude, I shoved this guy with my fingers. When he bumped me for the third time, I shoved him with my fingers. This fucking guy.
2 fingers or 1 finger?
2 fingers.
2 fingers. You get the classic. Joe did the classic thing, the classic 2-finger push.
He fell
and that
backwards.
only means you're pushing it, because if you don't, you're gonna get the full fist, buddy. You're gonna get laid out. And when you punch the guy, that's when you fucking run, because the cops show up. That's when you're like, hey, some guy punched him, and it's like, where's the dude? He's like, I don't know. He's fucked down the street. Yeah, I've never gotten into a fist fight myself. One time, when I was still friends with Mickey, me and him went to the bar to listen to Hamza's band, and we were like, this is back when Mickey was still heavyset, and he was drinking a lot, and he was drinking whiskey at home. And then we went to the bars, which later on his wife told me when I went to his house at one point, she said it was a mistake that I took Mickey to a bar to drink more after he'd been drinking whiskey. And I learned that lesson. I'm like, if you are drinking at home with somebody and you're drinking whiskey, do not take them to a bar, because then they're going to keep on drinking and they're going to be more hostile. Which he was more hostile that night and was really drunk, and it was difficult because, yeah.
Well, I pushed this guy, and you would have thought the fucker wanted to go bowling. Because he went through all the chairs, and I said, "I'm sorry, dude." Like I said, sorry to the bartender. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry." He goes, "Nah, it's all right." And then the guy stumbled off, and like nothing happened. Leo was just asking me what's the best tequila. What do you guys think the best tequila is, everybody? Mine is just Jose Cuervo, because that's just what I grew up drinking when that was the first alcohol I ever had in my life, is Jose Cuervo. So
what? Round of Jose Cuervo.
I'm going Jose Cuervo, but Don Julio, I guess, or Jose, Jose or Don Julio. I'm going, but maybe there's something else that somebody could throw out there that I'm not thinking of. But these are, by the way, we're live on Instagram as well. We're not.
Oh
just
yeah,
live
I just
on
checked
YouTube.
that. I'm following you on Instagram. I just now saw we were live on Instagram.
Hell yeah, look at that. We got NASCAR 22. That's Tommy. There you are. I see you just popped in. We're live on YouTube and on Instagram for the first time at 3 p.m. Normally I'm live on Instagram.
Do you have that app, the connector app that is able to connect you to all your social media?
I am using one, but it's different. Like I'm using XSplit, but I'm using this other special app too. But let me pop over. We got donations coming in. I wonder what they're going to say. We're going to read them because Tommy won't be able to hear them because we're on Skype. But El Gallo joined. What's up, man? Let me go to the questions. Presh Muhumdar. No, Joe and the Fat Man says ego kills.
Well, technically, I'm still kind of heavy set, but I've been losing weight.
You lost a lot. You look a lot different. Like you look like you almost.
Well, from the picture that you have there of me, one of my older pictures here.
Yeah.
I look a lot heavier. I haven't been working out really.
But what we got to do is we got to get new pictures of you. I got to get a picture of you in high or the best resolution we can. Like you got to wipe your lens off on your phone camera, take a good photo in the light, maybe even outside, and I will replace the image. I think this is a cool picture of you though. But yeah, it's too bad we can't recreate this photo because you're so much thinner now. It's such a misrepresentation. But yeah, man, because it's amazing what you've done. It's really crazy. But yes, ego kills, man. Thank you. But Jake and the Fat Man was a great show. I used to like that show at one point.
I never watched it, honestly. I didn't watch those kind of shows back in the day.
Well, it's from the 80s. Even I was a kid, when it was on. So, like, Moonlighting and I remember Moonlighting.
The Honeymooners. Like, I remember that show. Like, Jackie Gleason. I have a picture of Jackie Gleason on my wall.
That's even older. That was, Honeymooners was like the 70s or something, or 60s, or...
Some of the stuff they had on television back in the day.
Yeah.
Like I was watching Blazing Saddles on Hulu this morning.
Yeah.
And you don't know how many times they said the N-word in that movie. Like it was ooh, in today's standards, they would not, like that movie would never be on
Well, it's different than like Django Unchained. They say the N-word a lot.
I had to say that, Leonardo DiCaprio is a really good actor, but deep down he hated saying that word. Well, and I know.
Yeah, I mean, I think he knew it. I mean, he read the script. He knew the role. They all knew what they were doing. It was a good.
Would you like some white cake?
Dude, that was such a great role. That was so good, man. I mean, seriously, between
every single time, people say this. Leo goes like this.
Uh-huh.
Every single time in all of his movies, he goes like.
Yeah, you're right. He does that in Titanic. Yeah, I was thinking of Titanic when you did that.
He did that in Titanic?
Ooh. Yeah, when he's sitting at the table with Rose, and he has to dress up to be with all the rich people and blend in at the table. I believe he holds a glass up like that. I could be wrong.
Yeah, because they were saying a few movies that he's done that in, like every single time he holds out his glass in a toast, and you can catch it almost every single time. Every time Leo does a movie, you'll find him doing a toast or something like that. Yeah,
very strange. You're right. There's probably a video. There's probably a YouTube video on, like Leonardo DiCaprio's toasts or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Let me see.
You know, there's different trademarks of actors that you can spot almost like every actor has a kind of a trademark that they do or saying that they do. Or, and you sometimes can't spot it. But the one thing is I noticed
he does it in Great Gatsby, too. I just thought of that. Yeah.
De Niro, with him, he has the mole on his face. Like, he has that iconic mole he has on his face.
You want to fuck the mole?
No, I don't. I just, he has that mole on his face, like, always through his whole entire career.
But I thought you had a mole fetish where, like, you love to rub a mole until you come.
Ugh, no.
You're not the guy that rubs a mole until you come?
No.
Maybe I'm thinking of Dr. Earl. I guess I'm thinking of Dr. Earl. My bad. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, you don't masturbate. That's right, Dr. Earl. So Dr. Earl, what he does is, he molests. He rubs moles and then he jerks off while he's rubbing the mole. It's weird. He told me all about it once. What do you think about that? You think that's normal? You think other people do that? Do you think that's just him, or?
That's just him, and that's disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, it's weird. It's definitely weird. Yeah, this is kind of like a free episode of Honestly right now. I was going live anyway, and then, Tommy hopped on too, so it's kind of like Honestly, but, yeah, but check out Honestly on Patreon if you can, because you guys can get all those episodes honestly, and you don't want to miss that because it's a good time. And my podcast with my mother is coming. That's going to be very interesting.
Wow, you're going to get her on the show?
Oh, yeah. Well, she's been on a little bit, but, I mean, this is going to be a full podcast. I put out questions weeks ago. So, yeah, people got asked. The Patreon post is still up for questions to get in from my mom.
Now, did you tell her that your audience is kind of sometimes? Did you just tell her some of the questions she might be getting asked?
Yeah, I told her what the weird part is that everybody, for some reason, has, like, some of the people in the audience are horny for her. I told her that. No.
I could never get, honestly, my mom to do an interview. Yeah. Honestly, she would never do it.
Should we call her? Let's call my mom.
Mom?
I haven't even told her yet about this podcast, but I know she'll do it, and I know it will be whatever. Yeah, let's call my mom right now. We want to surprise my mom, because Drew called his mom the other night, and like he called her a cum sucker and all these things.
Well, I gotta say something. Half the things Drew said to his mother, I would never say to my mom.
Oh my God, dude, I wouldn't either. I couldn't believe what he was saying to his mother. I was like, holy Christ!
My father would kill me if I said that shit to my mom. That's like, well, I have a lot of respect for my mom, and I don't say shit like that.
My father died when I was 8, so come and get me, Dad. I called Mom a cunt. You can't kill me because you're dead. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing to myself. Let me call my mom. Let's see if we can call my mom, Tommy. Here we go, live on the air. This is completely unbelievably random. We're going to... All right, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Huh? You are live right now on the Joe Cronin Show with TommyNC2010 and Joe.
Hello, everyone.
What are you doing? Are you still working at the salon?
I'm still working, yep.
And how are the streets going right now?
They're not as busy as they used to be, but I do notice that they're picking up a little bit more.
And they still make you wear the outfits?
I hate to even answer that, you wise guy.
Hello, Mrs. Cronin.
Mrs. Tommy says hello.
Hi, say hi.
I don't know if you can hear him, but... yeah,
I did hear him in the background.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, he says hi. He's a nice guy. You know the guy. Do you know Tommy from North Carolina?
I remember him. Yep. I remember you interacting with him. Yep.
Yeah. And the tape of us with our foot fetishes.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy. Okay. Tommy's the guy. And listen, I still love Tommy. I know he gets embarrassed about this. Basically, he's never had a girlfriend ever. So he tried something with me that. Some people would call it, over the line,
I didn't do anything to you, Joe.
Molesting, those type of things. But I
didn't molest you.
Listen, he tried something while I was sleeping, and whatever.
That's not true.
It's in the past.
I left you in JD's house that night.
You are crazy.
I'm not crazy. It happened. Mom, it happened.
You were crazy.
Folks, I never touched him.
You all are crazy.
What are you up to? I'm calling you because... I had all these questions for you and me because I want to do a podcast with you sometime in the next couple of days where I call you and you be on my show.
Yeah, what type of questions?
I don't know. Some of them are weird. Some of them are normal. I don't know. We'll just talk about stuff, and you'll be on my show.
All right, but you got to do it at nighttime. I can't do it in the daytime.
Yeah, I'll call you at nighttime, or record it.
All right.
Okay, I know you get back to work. I'll let you get back to work. You shouldn't be working at 69 in the middle of Boston during this thing, but you know, if you die, I'm coming there with an assault rifle. You realize that?
Don't be fresh. It's not going to happen.
All right.
Don't say those things. I don't want you getting into trouble.
No, I'm gonna get into a lot of trouble. I'm gonna come down there and.
Mister.
All right.
Don't say.
Okay. All right. I will talk to you later when we do the podcast. And my children miss you, and Leah.
And I miss.
Oh no, Leah's right now. Leah's telling me that the house is on fire. Uh-oh.
Okay. Don't be fresh.
No, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding about the. What is it? No! Mom, the house is on fire.
No, go put it out.
No, I want everyone to just burn. I'm just gonna watch everyone burn. I hope the dogs burn last.
It's not bad.
All right, I gotta. I'll talk to you later. I love you. Bye.
I love you. Bye,
All right. Well, that will be a lot of fun when we get that podcast with my mother. It'll be really good. The post is up there. Let's go to the donations real quick, and I'll read them because Tommy can't hear them.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it. Good questions for me or Tommy or anybody?
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Joe, I wasn't gay, but over the years, not only you turned me, you also stolen my heart. Will you be my partner in life? Think about it, Joe. I got all the video games you can dream of. Please say yes.
Over the years, listen, I mean, maybe Casey is raw, but I'm going to need a copy of Double Dragon with your semen in it. Okay? I'm going to need a copy of Double Dragon with your semen in it.
Give me a hell yeah!
Remember that.
What's up, guys? Hope you both are having a somewhat decent day.
I think we are.
Tommy, for the past 6 years that I've listened to this show, let me just say that you've come a long way with the way you articulate and present yourself as a podcaster.
Hey, Tommy.
Keep up the good work.
Tommy, Blinded Fate says in the last 6 years that he's listened to the show, he says that you've come a long way. That you articulate better and you're a better podcaster after the 6 years of him listening to the show. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Blinded Fate. And here comes President Trump. Now we get a donation from President Trump coming in. This is amazing.
Great job losing weight, Tommy.
Great job
Best
losing weight,
loss
Tommy.
ever. It's never been done like this before. The great weight loss run ever. Some would say the best in shape Black Mountain resident. Maybe in all of North Carolina. Who knows?
It was President Trump congratulating you on your weight loss, Tommy. That's amazing.
Thank you.
The best weight loss ever.
Best weight loss ever.
That is really
amazing, astounding, gigantic. My hands are normal size.
I mean, that's really cool. Like, I mean, this guy, Donald Trump took time out of his day right now to congratulate you on your weight loss. This is unbelievable. This is incredible. I'm so happy for you, and thank you, Donald Trump, for donating too. Unbelievable. I'm so excited about that. That's so cool. And then Blinded Fate saying you're so much better now.
Joe, by the way.
Oh no, there it is. There's the belt. What was it? A couple weeks ago, I played that. What happened with that? Dude, I'm telling you, it's sad. You know, it was kind of messed up. But because it was kind of funny, but it wasn't funny. You know, it wasn't funny.
I'm working on getting it. I'm working with a friend right now to get some designs for it, and me and him are gonna go half on it. And I'm working on getting the belt soon as possible.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely. I mean, of all the things right now, that is certainly the most important thing. Got to get that belt, dude. You got to do it. But yeah, so you're gonna get a new belt. It's gonna be the real TommyNC. MTV's made, Two Mothers, Two Fathers.
Fuck!
What?
It's the world. No, it's the World Heavyweight. MTV's made Comedy Central's Championship of the World. That's what it is.
Why not? Son of Two Fathers. son of two mothers.
Nah,
Like honor
that.
your parents on it somehow.
Joe, I have a question for you. Do I look better with a goatee now? Like, do you think I look better with a goatee?
Yeah, you look okay right now. You kind of look like Mick Foley a little bit right now, for real.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you really do. You got a kind of a Mick Foley vibe going on.
At least people are not saying I look like a pedophile now. Like, I'm happy to hear that. I'm not being called a pedophile anymore.
Yeah. With just the mustache, you look like you're looking for like kid dick. But when you have the goatee, yeah, you look more like, you know what I'm gonna do, Vince? I'm gonna kill myself. Like you could cosplay as Mick Foley right now. I feel like. You could be really good.
If I shaved this part right here and I just left these parts like the handlebars, I'd look like Joe Exotic.
I don't know what he looks like, but I'm sure you
still have not watched the Tiger King.
No, I refuse to watch this fucking show. Fuck this show and fuck everybody who watched it.
I
fuck
watched
this
it.
show.
Like, so you're saying fuck
you.
me?
Yes, fuck you.
Why?
Fuck you and your pink asshole. I don't know, dude. I'm just fucking annoyed. I don't know. Why you gotta watch it? You gotta watch it, and then people spoiled it. So then I went, well, I don't give a fuck now. You know.
Oh, it's a true story. It's based off a true story,
Well,
so people are gonna know what happened.
If someone said there's this new show coming out called Joe Exotic something, and I happen to watch it, like I probably would have been into it. But now that I've heard everything about it, just from whatever, like I'm just like I don't care. You know, I'm like so I don't give a shit about it. I don't know. Yeah. That's just how That's just.
And it's like it's a big thing on TikTok now. Like I tell you what, that has taken on a life of its own for Joe Exotic. It's people. There's a rap song on there. Like people do impressions of him all the time. Like I go through the For You page and there's 1,000 people doing TikToks of Joe Exotic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey, Carol Baskin, I tell you what, that bitch ever comes on my property, I'm going to put a bullet between her eyes.
See, it's some kind of redneck thing, so that's even less appealing
to me.
Well,
no, one thing, Joe, is he's a redneck and he's gay.
See, that, I'm out.
Double entendre. The guy is a gun owner and he's gay.
What gun owners can't be gay? What the fuck is, what is going on?
But you never hear of that. You never hear of somebody that's a redneck and also they're gay. You never hear about that.
Is Joe Exotic dead in real life?
No, he's in prison.
I hope he dies in prison.
I hope he
dies.
It says why in the documentary why he's in prison now.
I hope he gets ass belonkered and then gets COVID-19 in prison, and then dies in prison. And then I hope that Carol Baskin bitch, I hope she falls down a flight of stairs and breaks her ankles. Did you see?
You know what song I was singing today, Joe?
I'm a fairy tale.
No, please don't let me down. Oh. Da, 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 da. Please don't let me down.
But Tommy, I'm just gonna ignore you just did that. In the show Tiger thing or whatever, does the guy have a pet tiger that he likes?
No, he has 200 tigers.
Okay.
In his zoo, he has 200 tigers, and he, has an entire zoo. Carol Baskin is his enemy.
Does he really love the tigers though?
You get a gist that he says he loves the tigers, and at one point the guy says, well, you have a gun on you. He's like, I would never shoot a tiger. Like, I would shoot you before I shot the tiger.
So, you know what I want to do? I want to release him from jail. I want to, go to the prison, in some kind of sick movie. Like, this would happen in a sick, Orwellian rich guy movie. Like, it's an Orwellian world. I'm going to pay the jail off to get him out of prison. And he's going to be so happy he's getting out of jail to go back to his tigers. And I'm going to be like, yeah, I can't wait for you to be reunited with your tigers, Joe.
You want to know why?
No, but wait, Tommy.
Wait,
Tommy. And then, Tommy, I would drive him to the fucking zoo or wherever this place is, and I would tie him up in a chair, and he would be like, wait, what are you doing? I'll be like, oh, you're gonna enjoy this. Like, what are you talking about? I'm out of jail. Why are you tying me up into a chair? And we handcuff him to the chair. And then we would execute all of his fucking tigers one at a time in front of him. We would
Why would you
execute
do that to
everyone.
him?
We'd cut the paws off the live tigers in front of him. He'd be
Animal cruelty, Joe.
I know, but it'd be in front of him. It's all his fault. We'd blame it on him. He'd be like, "This is your fault, Joe. This is your fault." But I'm just, if this was an Orwellian world, the guy thinks he's getting out of prison. Next thing you know, we're killing all his tigers, and then we kill him, and then we kill him at the end of it. That would be my movie. That'd be my movie, Tommy. Tiger King or whatever the fuck it's called. That would be how it ends. All the
It'd be Tiger dead. Tiger King dead.
This is the type of shit they did in Game of Thrones, so people should love this. Because that's the type of shit that they did in Game of Thrones. We'd sit his ass down on the fucking chair, and then I, as the bad guy, would cut the fucking lions into pieces, or the tigers into pieces in front of him. And on the fifth lion, I would skin it in front of him. Live. The thing would be alive as we skin it. And then I would wear its skin while we killed the rest of them in front of him. And then, at the end, you think that Carol Baskin's going to save the day at the end. But then she doesn't, and I kill her too, and everybody's dead. And there you go, Tiger King, the new show. And then fucking at the end, I'm just sitting there with a crown and my dick out and a bunch of women, naked women, jerking me off all around me.
Joe, you're a nut. You know that?
Yeah, well, my show's better. All right.
Oh, jeez. But do you know who is that singer, by the way, that song I just sang?
No.
The guy who has like the big jeans and he has like the mo haircut.
That could be so many different people. I don't say it again.
He wears like a jacket.
Give me some of the lyrics. Give me some of the lyrics.
Please don't let me down. Dun, 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 dun. Please don't let me down.
Is this a new singer?
He's on YouTube.
You're talking about Tokyo Police Club?
Tokyo Police Club?
Yeah.
No, not him. It's but he's Tree. Has his name? He has in his name it says Tree.
What?
And he wears a pink bluish jacket, and he wears glasses. all the time.
Oliver Tree?
Yeah, Oliver Tree.
Okay, all right. It's a different as opposed to Oliver Bush, which is about some guy's mother's pussy pubes. But yeah, Oliver Tree. Yes. Okay.
Yes. I'm a fan of him. I like his music. Some of his music.
Yeah.
I even like his music videos. They're really strange. I try to understand the messages of them. Like they're very strange. I've watched some of them. Especially the one where he's like a zombie and he gets his head blown off by a tank. He did a really good job at that editing.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So you like this guy's music now? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I was singing his song. It was funny. I was working today and I was singing his song. It was in my head, and it was kind of funny. Different songs on YouTube. Sometimes I'll end up singing one of your songs. What if the turkeys ate us? What if they had mashed potatoes?
What if they ate us?
Oh, in your butthole, I wanna jam it in. And that's the big donation one.
You know what I like doing is I like sometimes sitting around the house with a guitar. And I'll start playing the donation, but on the guitar and singing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I think at this point I could actually take my show on tour. If there
I keep telling you that, Joe. I said you need to make an album.
Yeah.
You need to take some of your donations and then put them all together as an album and then sell them to your fans. I think that people would be putting that shit into the radio, driving down the street. Can you imagine their windows were rolled down? That song is playing on the radio. Oh, in your butthole, I wanna. And there's this little old lady like, excuse me, what? Butthole?
Well, you know what I could do is what I could do is I could re-record the donation songs, but I could do it myself. So I could play the guitar, play the drums, and then sing and then do an alternate version of it.
So it'd be less filthy. The music would be like, but what would be?
You love the butthole one because you have some kind of ass play thing.
I do not have an ass
Yes, you
fetish.
do. You have some kind of ass thing going on. The $25.
That's a G thing, Joe, but I don't have an ass fetish.
It's what everyone thinks. It's actually not me. I got to be honest, Tommy. I'm stealing this from the chat. The chat has brought this up last couple streams. They've said, man, what is up with Tommy's fascination with asses and buttholes? So that's something that is perceived now from the quarters in your bunghole. And, dude, by the way, I counted now, Tommy, at least 4 different homeless people that have been in your house in the last 40 days.
I haven't had a lot of... What are you talking about? I haven't... What do you mean?
You've had multiple different homeless people in your house over the last 40 days. Are you aware of this?
Well, one was... I mean, I haven't had any homeless people in my house. Only Bobby. Bobby's the only guy I've had over. Like, and I haven't had... He hasn't been over here in a while.
Wait a second. So there was a guy during WrestleMania that was at your house. Is that Bobby?
Yeah, it's Bobby, yes.
Then there was another guy after that. And then there was another guy that maybe the third guy was Bobby again, maybe. I don't know. But
no,
then
the third guy, well...
Then there was a guy the other day, apparently, that was there that had his nipples up.
Lucas is not homeless. Lucas has a home, and he...
okay, the guy really has a home?
Yeah, he has a home, and he works.
Why is he just showing up at your house? How old is he?
I'm actually older than him.
Really?
But I can't remember how old Lucas is.
He didn't sound... I heard some clips of it. He sounded very... much like the other guys, kind of like just weird and unhinged.
No, but Lucas is just high on life. Like, he's just a chill dude.
Super hippie, yeah.
You know, but he's okay. Lucas is like, he's one of my good friends. We haven't talked in a while, and I just ran into him the other day as I was walking down the road. I did a Facebook live stream, and I literally as I'm walking down the road, he stops and he's like, dude. And of course, he doesn't know me as TommyNC2010. He knows me as me.
What was he doing? What was he doing walking down the road?
Well, no, I was walking down the road.
What was he doing in the road?
Well, he was driving down the road, and he saw me.
Oh.
He pulled off and yelled at me, and I'm like, it took me a little bit to decipher who he was.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like,
was he
Lucas? Like, and like,
was he excited to see you because he usually robs you when he comes over your house?
He doesn't rob. No one's robbed me.
Okay. But no, go ahead.
But
with the rest of the story.
I mean, you know about my other that stuff. I told you some other stuff off the air, but you know.
Yeah. Well, you've said
I am owed $150 by one of my ex roommates.
You actually said this on the air too. You did.
I did.
Yeah, you did it already on the air. Yeah, I was like, I thought we weren't supposed to say anything. And you just blurted it out on a show.
Well, I'm not talking to the guy anymore, and you know I don't care about the money. It still pisses me off that he lied to me.
Right.
And
well, yeah, he's an asshole. I mean, come on, that guy's a piece of shit.
Calls me a dickhead. The guy calls me a dickhead because you know my father wanted to talk to him. Like that's all. He wanted to have a peaceful conversation with Mickey, and Mickey couldn't take it, so he packed up all his shit and left. Chucked the key at me and calls me a dickhead. Yeah, thanks. That's what I get for giving you a house and letting you stay here. Like, that's what I get. Thanks. Appreciate that. Like, apparently that's what I deserve.
Well, the guy's a scumbag. I mean, you know, he was scared of your dad because he knows your dad's smart to the scheme. It's like, you know, it would be on to him. He likes you because he can manipulate you. The minute you wanted to bring somebody in who would be smart to what was going down, although you already were because you actually figured it out and mentioned your dad, so you smartened up, but he's still not afraid of you because he still feels like he can sort of manipulate you with words, like at least to get out of things. But when it comes to bringing in a third person in your dad, you know, that ain't going to work anymore.
The funny thing is when he left some of his stuff at my house, so my dad set it up where Mickey could come over and get his stuff, but right. Mickey was playing hard. Like he would send these threatening text messages and saying shit to me. You know, I don't know if I sent you some of the text messages, but like some of the shit that he would say to me. He sent a text message to me one time. He said he was having his friend came over that killed his mother.
Ugh.
Yeah, killed his mother. He got out of prison for killing his mother. I was like, wait a minute, how is he out of prison if he killed somebody?
What the fuck? How did he get out of prison?
I don't know, but what he was doing, he was playing mind games and he was trying to threaten me. Like that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to threaten me and my folks. Because we were just like, hey, Mickey, when are you coming to get your stuff? You know, like I here in the state of North Carolina, I have to hold on to your stuff. I was just gonna throw his stuff outside and throw it away, but the state of North Carolina has a law: if somebody stays at your house and they leave, you have to legally hold on to their stuff until they get it.
Well,
and eventually he got it, but he kept toying with us and saying he would come and then he wouldn't.
Well, we checked out his Facebook page, and he was a psychotic. Far left wing, not like, most Democrats and left wing people are fine. This guy was an extreme leftist Antifa type, like who was talked about peace, but really had like communistic Antifa violent sort of posts. He was a psycho fuck. We all looked at his Facebook, dude. He was nuts. He was that guy should have never been living anywhere near you. That guy was out of his goddamn mind.
Well, like what happened is that he came to hang out with me just at a wrestling show and then came back to my house and he was just hanging out. And then he made a deal with me that, if he could, I made the stupid thing of saying to him, oh, you could stay as long as you want until you get back on your feet. And that's where I shot myself in the head.
Yeah. Yeah.
I learned now that if people come and hang out at my house or something like that, I say, hey, 2 days, just 2 days. If but you can't stay longer than that.
Oh my! But it's not even normal to do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not even normal. Like, that's like that's the problem. Like, you're starting to be known as the fucking goddamn place to crash or the Indian giver or whatever. I don't know. Like, it's just weird. Like,
Indian giver means I take it back.
Well, you do in a way, because
I don't take it back.
Well, when they're sleeping, you get off on them.
No, I don't.
So if you rub up on them while they're sleeping, you cum in your pants.
No, I don't do that.
I'm going to consider that Indian giving. You don't do that? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm joking. I'm kidding. Come on. All right, let's go to the donations. Let's see what the donations are saying. Here comes you, Tommy. Here you come. He's just a sweet transsexual. Transylvania vestite face.
Let's see if I hit that puddle.
I love when you hit that puddle. He's a Transylvanian.
Tommy, you must cover sexy transsexual Transylvania.
Oh, Tommy, he wants you to actually cover the whole song for real. So you should do a TikTok where you're singing the Rocky Horror stuff. Would you ever do that?
You mean like a Tommy sings? You mean?
Okay.
Where I put my headphones in and I'm like, I sing the song.
I think he wants you to really sing it, like or do a karaoke and sing the whole song.
Yeah, that's what Tommy Sings is. It's me doing a karaoke.
Okay, well, I don't know what the fuck Tommy Sings is, Tommy. Nobody knows what the fuck that is.
Tommy Sings is a segment on my channel where I put my headphones in and I sing the words to songs.
All right, well, I don't know. I've seen you do that, but I didn't know it had a name.
Yeah, it has the Tommy Sings. Like I used to have a YouTube channel called Tommy Sings, and I can't get into it anymore now.
You should have a channel called Tommy Farts, because that's what you mostly do on every goddamn video. Let's listen to one of the ones you sent me earlier. Like, this was fucking gross. Hold on a minute. Let me see here. Is this it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh no, that's not it. Hold on. Let's see something. There it is. Oh, that's fucking nasty. Did you, do you ever shit yourself, though? Because you must at one point,
No, I've never shit myself while doing recordings.
I don't believe this. I mean, this is... Oh. I mean, that sounds like a goddamn trumpet. Like a gay trumpet, though?
I'm not.
No, I know you're not gay, but your ass sounds like a gay trumpet. Like if you were like, hey, what does a gay trumpet sound like? Not just because a trumpet is pretty masculine, I think. Like a flute is more gay, which is cool, but a trumpet is more masculine, like, and I played the trumpet, but that sounded like a gay trumpet.
God. Well, Care
to explain that? Why your ass sounds like a gay trumpet?
Well, that's just a fart, dude. Like, I don't think that I would judge my fart sounding gay.
It's a fairy fart, though, is what I'm saying to you. It sounds like a fairy fart to me. All right, let's go with more donations. Bimbo Baggins, thank you. Tommy May Sing. That Rocky Horror Picture Show song, potentially. Thanks for the donation. Here comes another one from Vice President Biden. This will be a good one. Let's see. He says, listen here. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Listen here, Jack. Let me tell you, Tommy. The world
says, listen here, Jack. Let me tell you, Tommy. The world needs my leadership, and I need your inspiration. Win this July, the 2019 presidential election needs your voice on the campaign. Help me beat President Bush and end the conflict in South Korea today. Vice President Biden, thank you. Tommy, do you think Vice President Biden can beat Bush and end the South Korean war at all?
Well, Bush is not up for Bush already ran his presidency. Like that's kind of weird that somebody would donate that, but Bush is no longer president.
Well, what about the South Korean war?
There's a South Korean war?
Yeah, do you think he can end the South Korean war?
I don't know.
There is no South Korean war, Tommy. I'm going to give you half credit on that one. Full credit on the first one. I think he was trying to make a joke out of you.
Yeah.
But you knew, you were smart, so he thinks, what do you think Tommy's fucking, you think Tommy's retarded? I mean, like, Bush? Like, he knows, well, I mean, come on, man. That's too ridiculous. That guy really thinks you're fucking like a mongoloid. Like, I mean, Bush? I mean, come on, dude. Like, maybe the South Korean thing, but the Bush thing? Come on. All right, here's another donation coming in. Omar, let's see what he says.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
A little bit of the bubbly. He says, one more thing, Tommy. Stop sucking and tagging Keemstar and David Dobrik. They will never respond. I can't stand your Twitter. Omar.
Well, if you don't like my Twitter, don't follow me on Twitter.
A lot of people are sick of you. They call you a beggar on Twitter. They're like, I had to unfollow Tommy because he's just pathetic on Twitter. And I was like, well, I don't know. I mean, ask him. I don't even know you're tweeting. I
wasn't trying to beg for anything. I don't try to beg for anything on Twitter.
Well, I don't. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, there's Tommy. Everybody watch me on Tosh.0. Oh, no. Will Tactics, one of the first JCS members to survive coronavirus, everybody. Give him a round of applause. He beat Corona.
Order now. Tommy North Carolina 2010 sings all your favorite donation songs, including hits like It's in Your Bunghole, Ginger's Balls, and What If the Turkeys Ate Us. Order this 2-disc set now and we will send you one of Tommy's used hats.
That's a great idea. Tommy, Will Tactics wants you to sing the Jill Cronin Show songs.
What's that song? Which song is
like,
that?
I don't know, like any of them. Like he wants you to like imagine Tommy singing, "Oh, it's in your bunghole." Like Tommy, we might have ourselves an idea here, a hit.
Oh, in your bunghole, I wanna jam it in. If you ever send me one of the clips or something like that, maybe I might I might do a Tommy Sings.
Hell yeah, dude. I'll put them on a sound clip and I'll send it to you on Facebook and then you can play it or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to work on instrumentals of the songs myself just for fun and maybe I can come up with something there. And maybe I can get you to like say a couple lines and then I'll like splice it into the cover. Tommy, I don't know why, but you just froze, bro. Can you hear me? Oh, you're back. Okay.
Is that because the donation? Is that because the donations are coming in that mutes you like that?
No, that was some kind of hiccup in the internet or something. Something wrong with your internet.
No, my internet's fine.
I don't know, man. You froze. Look at the chat. Ask the chat, man. What was that about?
I don't know.
Tommy?
I'm here.
I can see him, everybody.
I'm here.
He muted himself. Hold on.
I didn't mute myself. Look.
Hold on, guys. I'll send him a Facebook message. I got a Facebook message here.
My red light's on. Can you hear me?
Hey Tommy, what's up, dude? I think you got something going on there on your end. I can see you, but just all right. Let's see if I. Tommy, what's up, dude? I think you got something going on there on your end. Ugh.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Joe?
Tommy, something's wrong, bro. You gotta...
Nothing's wrong. Joe,
Something...
stop fucking messing with... Are you messing with me?
Hello?
My Wi-Fi is fine. Stop messing... No, I'm not going to do this. I'm not saying...
I'm kidding, Tommy. That was great, though. Oh, man. Oh,
yeah,
God.
you almost got me there. And then,
yeah.
No.
Remember I did that to you, and then like a week later, then JB did it to you? He was like, something wrong with your internet?
Yeah, like, it really pissed me off.
Yeah,
like...
so to Chad, actually, I got ripped off, you fuck. So fuck him. Fuck him for stealing my shit. But the something wrong with your internet was actually funnier than than what I did. It ended up being funnier. Credit to JB. Tommy, your goatee, I got to tell you, you're right. You look like kind of like Mick Foley and Leonardo DiCaprio mashed together if they fondled like baby seals.
What the hell, Joe? Why are you always that? Why is everything you have to say is demented sometimes?
I don't know. There's something wrong with my brain or something. But Tommy, we are on the way out of here, man. Will Tactics, thank you for the donation, Will. And I want to thank Tommy for stopping by. I was going to go live, and then we got the bonus of having Tommy here with us as well. So on top of everything, we got Tommy with us on this afternoon show. But real quick, anybody in the chat has anything they want me to talk about, either donate it or say it in the chat, and I will try to respond rapid fire to the comment section. Remember, my podcast with my mother is coming to Patreon. Make sure you guys are on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. And shout out to Nightmare, who dropped 20,000 bits on my Twitch stream last night. It was hilarious. It was great. So thank you to him. We also had the Diablo, the new manager, the new community manager of Diablo, joined my stream last night and was talking to us. It was amazing. And then one of the developers from Diablo 4, I mean, it was crazy last night. They hit me up in DMs on Twitter. That was really amazing, man. I was blown away by that. So thank you to them. That was so fucking crazy. I'm such a Diablo fan, so I was marking out big time to have the community manager in my chat on Twitch last night for Diablo. The new community manager. Amazing. Anybody else have anything they want to say? We got more stuff going on Patreon today, tomorrow, and throughout the week, and big announcements throughout this week and next week. We're going to have a lot of shit going down. Anything else? Is Shawn Michaels' brother, what? I don't know what that is. Tommy's Hog, Talk Crystal to get Tommy's slob. How smelly is Crystal's pussy? That's not nice.
You.
Fuck asshole. That's bullshit is what that is, that question.
Yeah,
fucking die. You'll kill yourself.
Oh, also, did you see that Zach Braff and his friend are doing a podcast now on iHeartRadio?
I don't know who that is.
You know?
Oh yeah, the Scrubs. First of all, I don't even like Scrubs, and so I don't care. But okay, so other people like them. Cool.
Yeah, they're doing it on iHeartRadio. You just download the app and you can listen to it. I like Scrubs. I like listening to it. They had John C. McGinley on the other day.
John C. McGinley. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm actually part of his fan club.
Wow. Unbelievable. Well, anyway, Scott, I was going live anyway, so stop stirring the pot. I was going live anyway, and then I messaged Tommy and said, "Hey, Tommy, what's you up to, man? I'm going to go live. You want to come on?" And he said yes, and he came on, man. Stop stirring the pot, Scott. Stop stirring the pot. I know you're.
Listen here, you drama whore. Shut up and just stop causing trouble here in this community. Stop trying to get into people's ears and say shit about other people.
Yeah.
You know, you're the reason why some people are not friends with each other anymore. So fuck off, you drama whore. And now you're gonna do a whole hour's video on me, which I don't even listen to your podcast. Which sometimes I've heard clips of your show, and then you try to.
Who sends you the clips? Who sends you the clips?
Joe, stop it.
I think we know, because it's not me.
But, you know, honestly, dude.
That was so uncomfortable. Dude, I loved it.
Honestly, stop being a drama whore. You and Young Republican are both drama whores. Like, cut it out.
Yeah, cut it out. And die.
I didn't say that. You said that.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't even have a problem with anybody. I think it's funny. I was working all morning on my house and cleaning up all this shit. And finally, I got a few seconds, and I was like, I'm going to go live and do a little thing. And, of course, you know, bringing the drama on, like, as if I didn't go live in the daytime for the last, like, 5-6 years. But, yeah, okay. Nice try, Scotty boy. But, yeah, you know, that's, you know, it's one of JB's hounds now, you know, Tommy, is Scott. He does the bidding of Four Eyes. Did you know that?
I have no idea.
He does the bidding of Four Eyes. You don't know that?
I mean, I thought JD hated.
No, JB loves him. No, they're friends now.
I don't know.
You don't know you don't know anything anymore, do you? No, everybody's cool with him.
I don't pay attention to the drama. Like,
everybody's cool with him, man. Except you. You're the one yelling at him. I'm cool with him. JB's cool with him. Ken's cool with him. Everybody else is cool with him. You're the only one with the drama on him. You're angry at him.
I don't trust him. And that's why I've still had him blocked for this long. You know, like I don't. His intimidation, the way he tries to intimidate people and stuff like that, be his friend, doesn't work with me. Like that's why I blocked him a long time ago, and I haven't spoken to him. And that's why I still call him a drama whore.
Wow.
Because he feeds. He eats that shit. Mm-hmm. You know, I think, in my opinion, Scott McKinnon. Okay, here's how it is. Mm-hmm. Scott McKinnon is like one of those little fishes that follow.
Like one of Drew's kids. Yeah.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
He's like, you know how there's like different fish in the ocean, but there's other fish.
Go ahead, Tommy. I'm sorry.
But there's like different fish in the ocean, and like there's a big fish, and then there's a really itty bitty fish. That's what Scott McKinnon is. He feeds off of everything that you chew on. Everybody else chews on. He swims over to another fish and he eats off the other fish. and then Young Republican is the microscopic fish that eats everybody's shit and just
Yeah.
Manja.
You think it's because they have bad parents? Is that what the why?
I'm not gonna say that. I just think that you know, they have nothing else better to do than sit on their bed and talk drama and talk shit about you or somebody else or Ken. Like that's
Scott.
All people love to do. They have nothing better else to do.
Scott says that you do love drama.
I don't love drama.
He says you do. He says you love it.
He loves drama. I don't love drama.
What else does he say? Trying to see what else he's saying. You flipped out on Joe for no reason 2 days ago. You're a flip-flopper. You can't think for yourself. You're beyond delusional. That's what he's saying about you. Yeah, we're giving you guys an Honestly podcast for free. Now, I was going live today by myself just to do a regular anything goes midday stream, and I talked to Tommy, and then he was like, "Yeah, I'll come on." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck, all right." So we're kind of giving you, an Honestly free, but it's good. It's going to be on Patreon. We always do it on Patreon, so hope you sign up on Patreon. You guys know I need you there, but we'll give you 30 hours of bonus content. I also want to shout out to Bo Knows. He became a gold member on my website, joecronshow.net. Because Patreon doesn't work for him or whatever, he can't get it to work for him, I always recommend you use PayPal. Then it should work for you. But if it doesn't work for you and you really can't get on there, you can just go to my website, and I'm going to be putting the drop boxes up there so you get all the content that way if you don't like Patreon for whatever reason. So shout out to Bonos for doing that, and everybody else who was donating yesterday, was hanging out during the Warzone stream last night with Troy. I fucked up bad on this goddamn thing. I got this bitch killed. Tommy, we were playing with this girl that was serious. She sounded like she loved dick, but she was an alpha female. And I fucked this thing up, and she was so angry about it. I was embarrassed. I cucked out and left the fucking game stream. I was embarrassed that I fucked up. I was embarrassed that in front of a female, I looked like an idiot in front of a girl, and I was embarrassed. I hung my head in shame. Have you ever hung your head in shame because of something you did in front of a female before?
Yes. I mean, I felt bad. Like, if I don't want to... I have, my head's been hung in shame because I did something in front of a woman, But
what did you do though? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I gave you an example of my.
Well, maybe I've accidentally farted in front of a chick,
Yeah.
or something like that, and I didn't mean to. Like, I try to apologize as much as I can, but there's some women out there that just make you feel like shit because you did that in front of them.
Tommy, the next time you do that, let me tell you what to do. The next time that you fart in front of a girl and she kind of looks at you like, was that you? Like, what was that? Immediately say, oh my God. Oh my God. And then look at her and then say, it's okay. I've heard a lot of pussy farts. And just blame it on her right away. So it's all right. I've heard pussy farts before. And she'll just be so fucked up from that she'll move on right there. I'm telling you, it's a great idea. It's a great idea. Yeah. I mean, SC Steve is a guy who's flagged down my stuff, my channels, my Twitter. Yeah, SC Steve is a guy who has gloated about flagging down things and attacking me. We've got everyone. I mean, the screenshots of it. Yeah, he's that guy's definitely a weird guy, but it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? You want to support that guy? That's cool. You would think you wouldn't, but yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? Hey, listen,
Joe, how many comments do you think you get on a daily basis? Would you say
comments like where on
YouTube? on here on YouTube?
Oh boy, I don't know. I mean, like on an average, like between all my old videos and then when I'm live, like in a comment, not a chat, but a comment.
Yeah, comment.
I don't know, somewhere between 30 to 300, depending on the day. JD probably gets like 500 to 1,000 a day, probably.
I can't even tell how many comments I get sometimes. Like, even with where my sub count is, like I get like a few comments sometimes from, and sometimes, what I can't stand, Joe. What's really been aggravating me?
Yeah.
I just want to throw out here that kind of grinds me. Everybody's been coming to my YouTube, my TikToks, and asking me questions about Bullfrog, and I really don't care about Bullfrog. So please, I'm going to say here on Joe's show, please stop coming to my YouTube channel and asking me questions about Bullfrog.
Don't worry. I'm sure soon the Bullfrog thing will wear off when somebody else's show takes him and he goes somewhere else, and then somebody takes the gimmick on from my show, and then we'll get a new person, and then they'll go somewhere else too, and then we'll get a new person, they'll go somewhere else too, and don't worry, Tommy, it will be over soon. Somebody will eventually see the gold that we have, and they'll take that too, like they took everything else. And then they'll leave and whatever. So it won't last too much longer. But yeah, so you're jealous of Bullfrog is what you're saying.
I'm not jealous. I'm just tired of people coming to me and asking me stupid questions about him.
Yeah? Well, he wants to get froggy with you is what he just told me. And on some kind of he tweeted me and said, I want to get froggy with Tommy's pimply asshole.
I don't have a pimply asshole. Dumbass.
Oh my God. Good God. That's I mean, Jesus, that's some scary stuff. That's some scary stuff, Tommy. Now, what I mean, like, you really don't have the same type of problem though with Bullfrog that you do with other people. Like say like Dr. Earl. Like Dr. Earl comes on a stream, you're out of there. But Bullfrog, you don't really have a problem with because Bullfrog hasn't cut promos on you. He just is kind of like, you find him annoying, but he doesn't really talk shit about you.
Nah, he's not relevant to me.
So who do you hate more, Bullfrog or Dr. Earl?
Dr. Earl and Scott McKinnon.
Oh, wow.
Both of them are thorns in my side.
Scott McKinnon and Dr. Earl are the worst.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about when Dr. Earl goes on all the different shows and he basically, if the host is bashing somebody, he'll just go along with it? Like Dr. Earl,
because he's a sheep. Dr. Earl's is a sheep. He just goes along with anybody that says something. That's what a lot of the viewers are sheep. They just meh.
Like if I was on a show, Tommy, and you were there, I would say, "Hey, man, why would you talk shit about him? You were just friends with him last night. Why would you be bashing him today?" But instead he sort of like bashes the whoever wherever he is. Yeah, so you're just calling him sheep.
Yeah, he's a sheep. He just repeats what everybody else says. No one originally produces any negative originally. They just repeat anything you say or somebody else says. They'll just repeat it.
Yeah.
And as I say, there's some people that are bottom feeders in this community. They are absolute bottom feeders. Like, you know, they just manja, manja, manja. How much shit can I eat? Manja, manja, manja. You know, like that's just how it is. Like there's the fish that are the dominant predators at the top, and then there's the shit eaters.
Then there's the shit eaters. Oh my God, there's a lot of shit eaters. So you're not a fan of Earl, obviously. YR, Earl, and Scotty there. But you would say like Bullfrog's on like a lower tier, like a B tier maybe. You know, like Bullfrog.
I don't much care about him really. I don't really care.
Like he's just basically like irrelevant at this point.
Yeah, irrelevant and an annoyance.
He's really been funny on Monetize This though. Like, I mean, that you got to give him that. I mean, it's been really funny.
I find it to be cringy on your show.
Really? I mean, some people do. He is cringy a little bit. There are cringy moments, but he's had some really funny fucking moments too. Like, everybody has laughed at some of these things that he's done. Like, he's, you know, Dr. Earl Brown is mad at you in the chat. Called your mother a whore.
Well, Joe, you didn't have to read that comment. Honestly.
Oh, I mean, I just thought it would only be fair to say what he... No, I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. He said, I'm a sheep, ? So he's upset that you're calling him a sheep.
Bah.
Oh, you hear that, Dr. Earl? Bah, you fucking cocksucker, Earl. Oh, my God. Man, I think Dr. Earl is a smart guy, and he's really smart about music, and... You know, I really do like Dr. Earl. You know, some of the stuff where he kind of buries
and the
people.
fact that apparently I want to clarify this rumor.
Okay, there's a rumor
that Sega Camp is not my lawyer. Okay, Sega Camp is a friend of mine, and apparently that rumor's been going around that Sega Camp is my lawyer. He is not my lawyer. He is one of my good friends that lives in Canada.
Who's saying that?
I've heard rumors that people saying that Sega Camp is my lawyer.
Who told you these rumors?
I just heard around. I heard around the grapevine. I hear things, and
well, just to clarify, I've never told you that, right?
Well, I just want to clarify.
But I never said that. I never said that though.
Okay, I'm saying I've heard around through the grapevine.
Okay.
And
who said that?
Are saying. Why do you want to fucking know? I don't know.
Because I'm like an investigator. I want to know the facts.
Well, you don't I just heard. I'm just gonna say I heard through the grapevine. Okay, this through the grapevine. That's what I heard.
Okay, so okay, Danny MT or told you or?
No, not Danny MT. Just I heard around.
Okay. So in the chat, everybody, tell us who you think Tommy's been told this by, because I'd like to know what people think. Because I'm curious. So okay, so more inside information from somebody. Did you hear it? Did you hear it with your own ears that somebody said this about Sega Camp? Who the fuck is Sega Camp?
Sega Camp was one of my old MCs. He's one of my old friends. We're still friends. We talk, but we haven't talked recently. But he's one of the old MCs from my show. Before 2016, you remember I used to have all the MCs on there and stuff.
What Mexican cunt.
What?
A Mexican cunt, MC.
No, that means MC means somebody that runs the show. Like that's.
Oh. Okay.
Like what you have sometimes, Joe. Like the people. Yeah. You have some of the people on here that help you. You know.
Yeah.
Buffer the show.
I call them co-hosts, but yeah, no, I get what you're saying. When you said MC, it made me think of when you used to rant about Mexican cunts. Like so, I was like, MC Mexican.
I didn't rant about Mexicans.
Okay. You're right. You didn't do that. So all right. So definitely, there's something going on here with this Sega Camp guy.
There's not. Well, I mean, I'm just clarifying that rumor is not true. That he's my lawyer. Like he's just my friend.
Well, I do have to tell you that Sega Camp was in my chat and threatened charges against me one time.
Well, if somebody did that, that was just a troll. That wasn't actually Sega Camp's account. There's lots of people that make accounts of him, and people are always saying Sega Camp caused 9/11 and stuff like that. And
wait, they say that about him? Is he like popular? Yeah. Do people know him? Who was the lawyer that we were on the phone with that time on Skype?
I can't remember his name, but I haven't talked to him in a while.
Okay, so let's clarify that. So I was on the phone with a lawyer of yours, who was one of the guys who's going to handling your Mellow Yellow situation, and
well, technically we didn't. Okay, here's the thing: nothing was ever sent to Mellow Yellow in person.
Okay.
There was only a cease and desist letter sent to Mellow Yellow's page, his
Right.
Spreadshirt
Yeah,
website.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he summons anybody.
That was all it was sent to him.
Yep.
But Mellow Yellow has apparently made up shit, apparently saying that I had something sent to his house and that people been calling him. If that wasn't me. I wasn't doing that crap. We only sent a cease and desist letter to the Spreadshirt website, and then the Spreadshirt website had the things taken off.
You went full JD on this guy. Okay. And listen, I appreciate the guy. He was trying to help me out too, but I said no thanks. I don't like lawyers. I just don't like them. Except for when people are really messing with my business, like not like someone selling a T-shirt on my finger, but I mean like when someone's really messing with my business, then I will get a lawyer. But like, you know, this type of stuff, I don't care. Someone's making videos on me, making fun of me, like I'm not going to get a lawyer. But you know, so it was kind of him to suggest that. So you're saying without unequivocally that was not Sega Camp. That was a different person altogether.
That was a different person.
Okay. All right. Well, that's I think that's important information because I think a lot of other people really believed that this guy was that person. Here comes the donation from Gook the Humpsker Broski. Here he comes.
Do you want me to really get down on it? I will fuck your fucking face. I will suck your dick off. I'll suck your fucking asshole off. Gurgle, gurgle. Gurgle, gurgle. I'm a faggot. Ryback, Ryan, Reeves. Yeah, come on. Finish it. Finish.
Tommy, quick question so I can leave it out of your YouTube comments. What do you think about Bullfrog?
Well, I mean, Gook the Humpster Broski asking Tommy what he thinks about Bullfrog. And Gook, I appreciate the donation, but it sounds like Tommy answered that already. And I think this donation probably came in before you really got into that about Gook the Humpster Broski. Listen, Tommy, I do want to wrap this up. I think we've interrogated and gone over all this stuff all we could. Unless anybody wants to call in and speak with Tommy, maybe we have 5 minutes left. If somebody wants to call in and question Tommy about anything, I'll give you like 30 seconds. You know, Danny Deadly is the Skype, DANNY DEADLY, or 339-226-6610. I'll try to put you on Skype. I don't know if I can. Hopefully I can get somebody on here. If you have a Skype name, it would be better, though. Please try to have a Skype name, but you can call. We might get you on the air. I don't know. What the fuck is that, Tommy?
What?
So you just sent me like an unhappy face?
No, it's a video.
Oh, okay. Well, yes. So anybody wants to call, feel free to do it. We're on Skype, not Discord right now. But yeah, Tommy, any other little closing comments before, if anybody decides to call up and question anything that you wanted to say to everybody, the community, as we are...
Stay positive. That's what I say.
HIV positive. Stay HIV positive.
No, it's not that, but positive. Like to keep your head straight and positive. That's what I'm trying to say.
Really? Okay. Well, listen. Now, well, you can stay positive or stay HIV positive, whatever you want. All right, we're out of here. Goodbye, everybody. Good night. Goodbye. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.